Hello, my beautiful Taurus. My name is Honest Am. I am the creator of the Honest Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter for people who are truly trying to get their shit together. And this is your first ever empowerment tarot reading where we use the tarot to really become the alchemist of our lives. If you are tired of creating vision boards that never come true, this channel is for you. A little bit about me: I use God and cusses in the same sentence. I do not just use the tarot, and I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop Charlemagne the God, it will not stop me. Please make sure that you check out the description box below if you want to know more about Honestly Sis, booking with me, or just check it out because there will be additional guidance and messages below. But all right, let's get into it. This is going to be a year ahead message to see what is your 2021 going to be all about and what you can do this month to prepare for it. All right, God, what messages do you have for my Taurus collective to become the alchemist of their lives, to create change, or to bring heaven on earth? God, what do they need to know about 2021? How can they start getting ready for 2021, or what messages you deem worthy for them to hear at this time? God, if any of their ancestors, guardian angels, beings of light wants to come in, know that they are totally welcome. Please deliver these messages to me, through me, as clear as possible. I am a clear and open vessel, beings of light only. All right, so, Taurus. Angel number 146. Your 2021 is going to be about grief. Right away, I don't know. I feel like it could be maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say that, something bad could be happening, but maybe this year, 2020, like you're like licking your wounds, like this was not the best year, and 2021 could be just about you, like, understanding that, like maybe you experience some heartbreak, and maybe that's going to be carrying over in 2021. Angel number 220, but I'm gonna get some more messages for that, so don't get worried. But underneath that, oh my God, I love this message because underneath this is gratitude. So I feel like no matter what happens, I feel like God is saying to have gratitude for it. So even if you lost something, you experience heartache, God is saying underneath all of it, have gratitude and know that things are working in your favor. But I'm going to read from the book to just get you guys just a little bit more information. I think that's something. All right. First, we're going to look at this underlying energy. So going into the new year, you need to be grateful. This is you're learning how to see without sight. This card is all about your intuitive focus and your inner knowing. This card is this blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the sixth chakra represents our sixth sense. All the cards in the purple ray appear in this chapter. The brow chakra is the third eye and houses all that is hidden within, including our intuitive knowing. The cards often reveal family agreements made before you were born and karmic issues which you have brought into the world to work out. Angel number 342. So this card is all about you are capable of more than mere mortal conversation. This is a time of enlightened communication, and you will raise the consciousness of others. You are stepping into self-mastery. The gifts you see in others already live within you. So, maybe this year is going to be about you transforming and you kind of leaving your old self behind or leaving your past behind. But I'm going to get some more of this. Let's see. But overall, your 2021 is going to be about grief. Discover the wisdom of the heart. The fourth chakra, the heart chakra, relates to the matters of the heart. In manifesting, we are always blocked if our heart is not in it. There is something very pivotal about every green card, as though each one indicates a key moment of personal choice. They tell us about the heart of the matter. In this chakra, we decide whether we will proceed or whether we will get kicked back to our third yellow chakra, to our yellow chakra, where we spend time thinking without processing our decisions. In essence, you will see here whether your heart is truly invested in the actions you are willing to take. Every green card owns the distinction of revealing what happens when you do or don't follow your heart. The question these cards may ask is, what does your heart tell you? Angel number 507. So grief is all about, pickle represents the strength of character inherited in true love. This card herds a deep caring and the ability to heal and love again. However deep the pain or the hard the challenges you face, troubled times denote smooth sailings ahead. Woo! So I feel like this is saying, like, if things has been hard for you lately, if you just have not been, like, you know, life's just been tough and you haven't, if 2020 has been a very rough year for you, and like the last couple of years have been a very, very rough year for you, I feel like what God is saying is still have gratitude for it and know that why can I get this? And know that, like, eventually your son is going to come. Like, that's all I get. It's like sometimes you have to hit rock bottom in order to rise to the top. So I feel like what we need to focus on is, what have I outgrown, and am I willing to become independent? Like, what no longer needs to be in your life? God, what do we need to outgrow? What do we need to let go and leave in 2021 so that we can truly bring our gifts to life? What's blocking us from experiencing true love? What's blocking us from creating and realizing our dreams? What's blocking us from just being the alchemist of our life? What's blocking us from having gratitude? What's blocking us from seeing the beauty in our life? All right, so guys, underneath this, Taurus, you guys, angel number 731, it's judgment time. Your 2020 and going into 2021 is going to be all about judgment. Like, and it's not a matter of like when people hear Judgment Day or rulings, they think that it's bad. Especially, I was just watching a video that was talking about, like, oh, you know, the human collective is coming into Judgment Day, and it's not anything to be scary about. I saw a vision and I had the thing that it shows that we're constantly in this Judgment Day. I honestly feel like these eclipses are like Judgment Day. And so I feel like what this is happening is that God is saying that this year is going to be about, like, you're going to be experiencing this level of grief, because I feel like what is happening is that this decade is going to be dictated on how you have chose to live the last 10 years, like how you have chose to, base your life. Like you are going through this door. And for some of you guys, it's going to be about leaving behind and realizing that, there's just some people that cannot go along your journey. For some of you guys, you're letting go these old beliefs and these old fantasies, and you're walking towards something new. Angel number 850. For other of you, you're having this need to have these tough conversations. You're being the king and swords of your life, and it's bringing you grief. You learning that from you going through the doors of judgment, you're realizing that, hey, I'm grateful for these people. I'm grateful for everywhere I've been, angel number 911. I'm grateful for the person that I have been in the past, but I need to change. I can't keep, if I want to, if you want something different out of life, you have to do something different. So often we don't talk about like that process. Like everybody talks about change and it's always like, yes, I'm making change. It's so amazing. I'm living my best life, but nobody really talk about this period of grief. Nobody talks about like when you do have this harsh decision, you then have to face yourself and realize that you kept yourself trapped. You allowed yourself to limit your potential. You allow people to treat you any type of way. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow. It's hard to be honest with yourself. But your 2021, that's what it's going to be about. And so God is saying when you do, you do start getting hit with this truth. When you do walk through this room and you get your judgment and you're being hit with the consequences, and it can be good and bad consequences. Don't think that it's, it's the bad way. God is saying either way, have gratitude. On the other side of this grief, there is gratitude. So it's like, have the tough conversations. If you have been blocked, if you felt like you were blocked, God is saying, be real with yourself. Cut out what doesn't need to be there. Unstick untrap yourself. But this was in the middle reverse. So I also feel like what this is saying is by you going through this process of grieving in 2021, by you accepting, hey, I can't do what I was doing before. I'm going to start I'm going to become the king of swords in my life. I'm going to break these boundaries. What happens is you become unstuck. You're no longer in this place of personal imprisonment. You're now moving and thriving. But you're also, angel number 1111, changing your foundation. Your belief system is no longer the same. That's why you're grieving. You're not grieving. And I thought it was like all about like, you lost somebody or anything. What's happening is you're changing, you're evolving. In order to really become the alchemist in your life, in order to really, make a vision board and create that vision board and bring that vision board to light, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to take your power back. And like I was saying, for a lot of you guys, this is going to bring up this process. It's going to bring up grief because you have to deal with, oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I could have did that. Or, it's going to be a lot of those shoulda, coulda, wouldas. But God is saying, don't get stuck there. Have gratitude. Go through that door with gratitude. Start setting these boundaries as you go through this door and you're setting these boundaries. You set these boundaries from a place of gratitude and love. It's not being like, fuck them. They can't be around me no more. No, it's like, I love you guys. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for my journey, but this doesn't help me no more. Being around you make me feel like I'm trapped and I gotta release that. It's letting go of those bad habits. It's no longer, eating a whole pint of ice cream and going to sleep at night. It's like, you just got to change it up. You got to change your beliefs up. All right, God. Give us a tool that we can use to establish foundations, to be able to not stay stuck in our grief, to be able to let things go that hurt us in the past so that we can open ourselves up. God, teach us what tools do we need to establish new beliefs and new foundations. How can we open our heart up more? How can we stay true to ourselves as we go through the doors of judgment? Oop, let me do it again. Sorry, God. One more time, God. Clarify this message of grief, gratitude, the King of Swords. 2 came out. I'm going to take both of them. So the 2 cards that came out is what do I want and why do I want it? What did we just say that this grief, the green cards was all about? Getting to the heart of the matter. Angel number 1343. You're going through this judgment because God, He needs you to see why you're been here. He needs you to understand it. He needs you to walk through these doors and to really understand how you got here. Die to this old way of being. When you acknowledge what you do not want and then ask yourself what it is that I do want, you begin a gradual shift into telling of a new story. And it's a much powerful point of attraction. You get the essence of what you think about whether you want it or not, because the law of attraction is inherently consistent. Therefore, you are never only telling the story of how it is now, you are also telling the future experience of what you are creating. So again, again, what God is saying, the tools that he wants you to use is as you're going through this judgment, as you're being honest with yourself, as you are creating these blocks and these boundaries, and you're saying, you know, this person isn't for me, this isn't for me, I don't want to do this. God is saying, don't stay so stuck on you don't want this, you don't want. God is saying, as soon as you decide, okay, I don't want this situation, or how I've been moving is not beneficial to me and I don't want to do it anymore, God is saying, then direct your attention to, okay, so this is what you do want, this is how I do want to move, and start moving from a place of that. God is also saying he wants you to do this because this is how you're going to move from this. This is how you're going to stay untrapped. Because as you are feeling good, you are attracting good. That's why God is saying, don't stay stuck in this moment of grief. Yes, you're going to feel it. Yes, you need to acknowledge it. I'm not saying to lie about it. Yes, you need to acknowledge it, but you need to move on so that you don't stay stuck in this place. This year, your year 2021 is all about shifting your foundation and shifting your belief system. When you think of a thought of upliftment and abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way you feel as an indicator as to which side of the subject, which is really two subjects, you are on. Whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or the lack of it, or the relationship or the lack of one. Always when you are feeling good, you are in a place of attracting good. So what God wants you to really keep in mind is that when you, as this year go about, as you're going through these changes, as these feelings of grief is coming about, he wants you to know this is why he doesn't want you to stay stuck there. Immediately when you feel this grief to come up, God says he wants you to focus your attention on what you do want. Why do he want you to do this? Because if you stay stuck in this place of grief, you can't attract the things that you want in life, and you will be stuck into this place. So God is saying, be the King of Swords. Be somebody who's willing to make the tough decisions and do what's necessary, and for why, for the right reasons. But at the same time, your emotions is really going to be a big indicator on how you're going to move forward. And if you're sad, if you stay stuck on the bad parts, if you close your hearts down, if everything is, because it's against me, then you're not going to be able to manifest the life of your dreams. All right. Let's get some more information about this grief. Grief is love without a place to go. Penelope meets Pickle, the puppy, when she is in college. They go through everything together. When the day comes much later for Mother Earth to call Pickle home, he dies in Penelope's arms. Her friends are hard on her, suggesting that she should just get over her pet's death. Penelope knows she loved Pickle deeply and is simply in grief. Loving Pickle was worth every moment of sadness. When she is ready, she will love again. Penelope and Pickle reminds us that what we reveal, we can heal. Give yourself time, you will love again. If you honor your pain, it will change your life. If you honor your pain, it will change your life. Is lingering grief preventing me from progress? What can I see in my heart? Feelings, grief, healing process, missing someone, being unafraid, love is on the horizon. So, God, so this year, I'm going to clarify this. And underneath all this, I can earn money doing what I love at 1818. All right, God, what happens to my Taurus collective if they choose to acknowledge the grief that they feel, they accept the judgment that is coming on their life, they create, they self-correct, they make those boundaries, they acknowledge the pain, and they move forward. They acknowledge the pain and focus on what they would like instead. What if every time they're feeling sad, they focus on what feels good? What shifts do that make in their belief system? What will come to them at the end of 2021 if they remove this block? If they release this block that has been in their heart, what comes from them at the end of 2021? If they release this block, God, one card, please. Tough times ahead. Tough times ahead. Think long term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. So again, and underneath it, this is a positive. So I'm gonna clarify. Underneath this is a positive one. Personal riches, small success are likely now and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve drastically, but avoid get rich schemes. So let me clarify this. I feel like for you guys, for my Taurus collection for the year of 2020, the year of 2021, it may be an emotionally tough time. We're taking a lot of matters to the heart, a lot of things that are going to just be tugging at our heartstrings, or it could be lingering issues from the past or from 2021. What God is saying is to just, accept whatever is going on, have gratitude for this situation, be able to make those hard decisions and to say, okay, is this getting me, what do I want? Why do I want it? Is this getting me closer or further away from my dreams? God is telling you to take your power back, to become unstuck by having those tough conversations, by having, those tough conversations with yourself and with others. And knowing that when you do feel those moments of grief, as soon as you turn your attention to what you do want, you will start attracting that into your life. This year is going to be all about you, shifting your belief systems, learning how to go with the ebbs and flows in a life. And if you learn how to go with the ebbs and flows of a life, if you learn how to take these tough lessons on the chin and not really truly taking them to the heart, then there will be personal riches that will meet you and be along your way. You will learn that you can earn money doing what you love, and sunshine will be on the horizon of your life. So that is all the messages I have for you. If you got to the end of this message, please give me your key takeaway down below. If not, just give me a thumbs up. If you want to book a reading with me or learn more about Honestly Sis, all that information is in the description box below. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever let someone tell you what you can't do. Namaste. Take care. Bye. See you next month.